The parents of Israeli-American hostage Omer Neutra calling this a deal with the devil, but support the compromise. They hope for the return of their son's body so he can be buried properly. Omer's parents, Ronan and Orna, are joining us now, and welcome to both of you. For so many of us who have been watching and following your story, we can only imagine how you feel in this moment. Please do share with us your thoughts.
It's a tough moment. On the one hand, we're very, we're happy and excited for the families that will hopefully get to see their loved ones after such a long time. You know, it's been over a year since the previous release, and this is long overdue. We've been advocating for this fiercely for such a long time. And of course, for us, it's unfortunate that we received the news a month and a half ago that Omer was killed on October 7th. Obviously, we were devastated, and this is something we are going to have to deal with. But even after receiving that news, Omer is still not home, and he hasn't been since October 7th. So we are looking forward to beginning this deal finally and pushing through all the phases, because Omer is not expected to be brought back in the first phase. And we need to make sure that he is brought back and that he receives a respectful burial.
Ronan, we're looking at beautiful pictures of your son and your beautiful family, and we grieve with you, and we are so sorry for everything that your family has gone through. How are you doing, and what are your thoughts in this moment?
It's tough. We've been going back and forth to Israel, to Washington. I believe we've met with the National Security Advisor 17, 18 times. We saw hundreds of congressmen and senators. We have so much support and love here in the United States and around the world. So many people prayed, yet we had to deal with our own private loss. Our son, Omer, who was the head of a small post next to Gaza, and his job was to protect the villages around Gaza. In a very peaceful, quiet, early morning, rushed to the border as a first responder together with his team, and met the most vicious terrorist group that took him after they killed some of his team members. They took him alive, and he died in Gaza, as far as we are told. And they're holding his body ever since. Who does that? All major religions are against holding bodies. They are using bodies as negotiation chips. And we are just appalled from the whole situation, and obviously praising the incoming Trump administration for joining all the efforts that were done by the Biden administration, leading to this moment where the deal is finally announced yesterday. But it's a very bittersweet deal because it's fragile. And as Orna said, we are going to see our son only in the upcoming stages, and not in the first one. And we must make sure that we hold everybody accountable to moving between the stages and making them short as possible, negotiate right now about the second and the third stages, and making sure that all the 98 hostages, including our beloved son, will return home and we can give him proper burial.
Orna, are you optimistic that they're going to follow through on this and bring your son home, your son's body home?
You know, like Ronan said, we've been in touch with the Biden administration for this whole year, and we've only been able to see traction in the past few weeks on this deal with the incoming President-elect Trump and his team engaging in the process and assisting the Biden team. And we're really hopeful that this new administration will be able to bring the deal to fruition, and we'll have, you know, all the gravitas to put on the different parties in the region to follow through on it. We trust President Trump that, you know, this is important to him. and that he will make sure that this happens.
Our hearts and our thoughts and our prayers are constantly with you all and all the families of the hostages, and we pray for you. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we will be in the inauguration. We'll be wearing the family's yellow scarves, and we're going to be there to make sure that this issue is not forgotten. And we're hoping to get the support from the crowd, from the media, and of course from the upcoming administration. And thank you so much.
We'll be there, and we'll see you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.